Hi, friends. Have you ever thought you were too late to the party? Has it been on your calendar for weeks and then it totally slips your mind? Let's talk about that for a few minutes. Hi, I'm Doll from Doll Can Create. I know you can too. And we're in the middle of Tour de Fleece, and it's so exciting. Are you too late? We're never too late. We are never too late. I'm going to be checking my notes here so I don't miss anything. But there's something to be said for coming into the party too late, where you have no expectation of what you're going to finish. You have no goals, no targets, no competition. It's like walking into a room where the party's already started and you can just slide in, and maybe your best friend notices you across the way, or somebody you've never met comes up to you and says, "Hi, how are you doing?" In Tour de Fleece, we all like to start at the same time, but globally, it's different times of the day. And we don't all have the same amount of free time. We don't all have the same amount of physical ability to spend an hour, 2 hours, 6 hours at a wheel or at a spindle. There's so many variants that if you're coming into it now, I encourage you, and I have 5 points to make here, 5 reasons it's not too late. So let me just get this note over here so I don't miss anything. First of all, there is nobody that's going to say you can't do this. There are no spinning police. There's no one that's going to say you're not doing it right. Just jump in where you are. Feel good about what you're doing. No one is tracking your start date. No one is going to track your mileage, your yardage, your kilometers, whatever, unless you want to. And that's fine and good too. Some people definitely do. I'm trying to track some of mine, but I'm not always really good with it. So that's number 1. There's no spinning police. Number 2, it's all about your journey and your pace. It's not like the Tour de France where we're going to have a winner at the end, and it is a race. For us global spinners, it's about having fun together, seeing what others are doing, learning something new. There's always something that someone's doing a little bit differently than you do, and maybe you'll give it a try. So it's your journey. Take it on at your level. Maybe push yourself just a little to learn something new, but that's all up to you. That's not something we have to do. Number 3, there's more inspiration now. So if you're not really sure what you want to do, you can look at the hashtag Tour de Fleece 2025. There's a lot of spinners spinning, and you can watch all of them while you spin. And maybe you will be inspired to do something different. Maybe you'll take notes. Maybe you'll think, you know what, I'm going to plan this for next year and really dive in at the beginning. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. And you know what, my next point, number 4, is that mini goals are magic. They are. So maybe it's just doing 1 bobbin. Maybe it's doing 2 bobbins, and then you're able to apply it. Maybe you have some fiber that's been sitting in your stash for a really, really long time, and you finally said, this is what I'm going to spin now. During the Tour de Fleece, I want to get this used up so that I can plan a project for it later. But it's magical when you finish one thing. Let me see if I've got them handy here. Oops, I just dropped my spindle. I got a mini skein, a little tiny one. I think that might have been 8 or 9 yards was on one little spindle. This, I believe, was 5 yards on another spindle. It's just a little bit of fluff that I had sitting around, and I'll show it to you because I think this is a magical bunch of fluff that I carded together from all the little bits of fluff from last year for the whole year. And then I did this bat for Distaff Day in January. So I'm still spinning bits and pieces of it for a blanket. And I picked it up the other day thinking, yeah, why not? I can do that. And I have this wonderful fluff that was in a parcel I got when I bought my Turkish spindle. Isn't that beautiful? And I've got quite a bit of it left to spin, so I want to get that done. And then I have this. Isn't that lovely? The colors are just amazing. And that is what this is. So look at that dark pink. Don't you just love it? So I will be spinning this. We leave tomorrow for a campground. We're staying in a trailer. And so I'm not taking my wheel. What will I be doing for Tour de Fleece? I will be spindling. How much? Don't know yet. Depends on how many rainy days we get, maybe. I'll be spinning outside some. I'll be knitting. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this is what I'm taking. This and all of this. I'm going to take a bunch of that to spin while we're gone. We're gone for a week. We're not leaving the property empty because there's tenants living upstairs, so they'll be here watching the house, which is kind of nice. Number 5, just know that whenever you jump in, whenever it is, you belong. Whether you're a newbie spinner or you're a master spinner, you've been around for a long time, you've taken courses, it doesn't really matter. It's all part of being a community and how we show up for one another, how we encourage one another. So if you do show up and you begin, let some of us spinners know. Comment on the videos, comment on the Instagrams or the Facebook posts. Let us know that you're here so that we can support you. This is not a one-sided story, although I'm here one-sided talking to the camera. But it isn't really. There's people, like I said, all over the globe who are spinning and enjoying the process. I'm sitting today in my cozy rocking chair where I usually do a knit and chat or a spin and chat. And I thought, well, let's tell a story today. And that story is about beginning. If you have a spindle and you have some fiber, but you've just been too hesitant to jump in, friend, can I encourage you just to pick it up? 5 minutes. I think I may have mentioned, if you've watched me for a while, that when I first started, someone who knew about spinning and weaving and knitting and all the crafts said to me, 10 minutes a day is all you need. 10 minutes. Now, she didn't warn me that this would come into being a full-fledged hobby and that there could be an hour here and an hour there. But at first, 10 minutes didn't seem so hard. Maybe 5 minutes. So I encourage you to pick it up. So 5 reasons, again, let's just go over that really, really quickly because it's not too late to jump in. 1, there's no spinning police to tell you you're doing it wrong. 2, it's your journey, your pace. Number 3, there's more inspiration now for you to go back and see what others are doing. Mini goals are magic. That's number 4. Tiny goals, they work wonders. And number 5, you belong to a bigger community. So I hope that this has helped you. I'm going to be posting this on my blog, dollcancreate.com, and on the blog there'll be a checklist where you can check off. Setting one small goal for the tour, spending 10 to 15 minutes a day, 5 minutes if that's better for you. Choose a fiber that brings you joy. So if spinning plain white does nothing for you, then don't spin plain white. Find the most exotic colors you can and just dive into it. I started knitting these socks yesterday and the fiber was hand dyed by me. I called it Grape Surprise. It's coming out more like bubblegum than anything else. But find a color that brings you joy and then just dive in. Let go of perfection. That might be hard for some of you. Let go of perfection. Progress is your real winner here. And share your spin on the community. So share in the blog, share on my on my YouTube, share on Facebook or Instagram, whatever, but join today. Are you thinking about it? I hope so. And if not now, maybe later. Maybe at a time when you're home and you have no pressures around you. But join at some point, because being part of the fiber arts world can bring a lot of joy in sad moments. They can lift our spirits, the colors can touch us, the feel of the fibers ground us. Or they ground me. I can't say they ground everyone, but they definitely ground me. And the repetitive motion is also very soothing as well. So let me know how you're doing, and let me know which of these 5 things in the checklist spoke to you today. And I hope to see you in the next video as we continue spinning our Tour de Fleece. Till next time, God bless. This is Doll from Doll Can Create. Bye for now.